Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for tuning in to Gashi's Command TV, the tallest man in Black Africa. It is an extremely cold morning in Kiabu. In Kiabu, neighbors Nairobi. From where I am, you can take 3 minutes, and then within 3 minutes, 3 minutes you're in Nairobi. And the same case also applies to many other parts of Mount Kenya counties. So many of you are asking, why was William Samoei Ruto mad with his cabinet? Why did he come out publicly to criticize his cabinet? Alijitokeza vipi hadharani? Na tunajua vizuri sana si baada yake kujitokeza hadharani na kuanza kuwashtumu mawaziri wake, mpaka wengine wakafugiwa nje ya State House. Indeed, there has been a viral video showing none other than yule mtu wa ile mambo ambayo hataki kuyataja hapa, Moses Kuria, pleading with the gateman afuguliwe pale nje. Anasema ya kwamba afuguliwe, simemfugulia wale wengine, mimi ni mheshimiwa Moses Kuria. And when you look at William Samoei Ruto, many people were not expecting him, especially to lock out people like Kithure Kindiki, people like Moses Kuria, and many others. But if you listen to the language of William Samoei Ruto, the language and the tone showed that he was very angry. The tone showed that the man, the president, is almost despairing. What made him to come out publicly? Because we know that there has been several cabinet meetings, and I think in the cabinet meetings, that was the best place for him to talk to these people and tell them you are not meeting your objectives. But the question is, why did he come out publicly? That is the issue I want us to address. And why was he this annoyed? Si kawaida, unajua, I've always opined in this channel that a toad does not run in the daytime for nothing. When you see a toad running during the daytime, know that somebody or something is after its life. That is the truth of the matter. The first thing is that the president was trying to endear himself to the Kenyans. He was trying to cleansing himself to the Kenyans, because all indications had shown that the government is likely to lose the 2027 general elections if it continues with the way it has been handling issues. For those of you who are very keen, you have realized that recently, William Samoei Ruto has not been attacking Raila Amolo Odinga and Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. You also realize that Moses Kuria and others have also been talking, using good, nice adjectives when referring to Mheshimiwa Raila Amolo Odinga. I want you to go to Moses Kuria's tweets and you see, of late, he has been saying nice things about Raila Amolo Odinga. In fact, calling him the former Prime Minister, our leaders, and so on and so forth. You also need to look at Duality. Duality has also toned down. What is happening here? The fact of the matter is that the intelligence information clearly showed that William Samoei Ruto and his Kenya Kwanza government are likely to lose to Kalonzo, because the same intelligence information clearly shows that Kalonzo will be the Azimio candidate, and William Samoei Ruto will be lucky enough to get half of the votes that Kalonzo is likely to get. And the truth of the matter is that the electorate is not satisfied with the performance of William Samoei Ruto and his government. That is a fact. And you see, that is why he had now to come out publicly and tell them, after all, I'm doing my work. After all, this is the situation. So that is the major reason why he had to come out and defend himself. So that when he talks tough, when he appears tough, and people will start seeing that he's performing. And if you look at his rating improved greatly after this talk, after addressing his cabinet like this, after locking them outside the gate because of coming late, after signing the performance contracts. For sure, his rating increased. That is the truth of the matter. The second reason, in my view, is that there was an audit report that was given to the president. The audit report of his ministries, and all indication showed that majority of them had done nothing. Majority of them left a lot to be desired. Majority of them were incompetent. And he said it in public. When did you hear the CEO admitting that his lieutenants are incompetent? He's not firing them. But the truth of the matter, he was telling Kenyans, it is not my mistake. It is not my mistake. Sio makosa yangu. It isn't me. It is my cabinet. Because they failed to deliver. In fact, even the Kidiki that has been placed all over was given a very low rating. Even Moses Kuria, who has been moving from one place to the other, was given a low rating. And that is why you had Gachagua even saying that the cabinet ministers have been moving from one country to the other, changing clothes at the airport. In fact, that is the truth of the matter. And this report was with the president. And when he realized that they were underperforming, they had not performed anything, that is why he had to come out publicly and shame them. That is the truth of the matter. Again, there was a comparison that was done between Mwai Kibaki's cabinet and William Samoei Ruto's cabinet. And they went further and compared Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's cabinet. And one thing that you should realize is that William Samoei Ruto was in all three cabinets. Arap Moi, Uhuru, Kibaki, he was in all these cabinets, and he knows very well how they used to operate. He knows very well, like now during Kibaki's time, they were given minimum deliverables that he had to deliver. So when he was given the audit report, it showed that, the comparison showed that this was the worst performing cabinet. This was the most incompetent cabinet. And in fact, I remember I had given a video about the same, that we are having the most incompetent cabinet in independent Kenya. So when he was given this report, in fact, he felt short of firing the whole cabinet. And I think it's just a matter of time before some of these people are actually fired. And because of political reasons, that is why he could not fire them. And because of political reasons, that is why he's likely even to shuffle his cabinet instead of firing some of the cabinet ministers. Again, there is also the report, I think, by the NIS guys. You know, William Samoei Ruto gets briefing all the time from NIS, National Intelligence Service, that there is massive looting by these people. What they are doing is just making money. Remember the case of Poison Sugar, who are involved, who are being mentioned? And you remember also the case of Dawa, Kemsa, who are being mentioned, who are being fired. So this report is with the president, that what they are doing, these people are not concerned with giving services to Kenyans. Vile ambavyo wanafanya ni pesa tu. Looting and looting. Kuanzia asubuhi mpaka jioni, usiku, pesa ni kuibwa tu zinaibwa. In fact, Kenyans will be shocked when the audit report will review everything. In fact, the scams that will be put forward to Kenyans will be shocking. Again, there is a lot of pressure from the international community, especially from USA, World Bank, IMF, Britain, name it, that the cabinet is not competent. The cabinet is not delivering. That the government is falling short of the expectation of the World Bank, IMF, America, and so on and so forth. The diplomats are restless. They want to value for their money. They want to see what the government is doing. Because when you look at the government, for sure, is there any project that you can cite and say, for this, you have done this? And even that issue of fertilizer, I want Kenyans to look very keenly. Look very keenly, and you realize nothing is happening for sure. When the truth of the fertilizers will come out, again, that is when you'll be able to tell what this government did as far as fertilizer is concerned. And I remember when Putin had that summit by African heads of state, the president of the US, of Russia, revealed that Kenya had received free fertilizer in about that 4,000 tons, something like that. But when you look at the situation, where is the fertilizer? That's a question that we should be asking ourselves. So these countries are putting a lot of pressure to the government. Again, there is also the perception. You know, perception is key when it comes to politics. The perception is that William Samoei Ruto's government is not concerned with service delivery. The perception is that this government is not delivering. That is the perception when you go to the voters. And that idea of saying, giving us more time, give us more time, is not adding up. And that is why you see that they had to sign performance contract. A performance contract has time frame. Performance contract has things that you should achieve within a given period of time. So that is why we saw them signing performance contract. Because what do you do with a cabinet that is not delivering? Again, there is also the issue of time, race against time. 1 year is gone, no much is done. Time flies. And the good thing is that when all is said and done, the backs will stop with William Samoei Ruto. The backs will, Kenya used to ask him hard questions come 2027. And that fear of losing the 2027 elections is real if you don't know. And that is why when you look at William Samoei Ruto is likely even to come up with the Pentagon. Indeed, agree with me here that Pentagon could be loading. You know, Pentagon was that group of ODM, the original ODM that comprised of William Samoei Ruto, Raila Amolo Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Mudavadi, and is it Joseph Nyaga from Kikuyu? And that's why it was called Pentagon. And if you look at it, it looks like it is regrouping. And if it regroups, I don't know what will happen to our Kikuyu brothers. And that is why you see they are less stressed. I don't know what you think. William Samoei Ruto has his work cut out. Kindly have a blessed day. And remember to like this video and great day ahead.